there. My name is Theo Gilbert-Jamison with Performance Solutions by Design, and today I'd like to share with you the 6 principles of service excellence. Why do I want to share that? Because it is our change model, and it's a model that we're very known for. As many of you know, both Vivian and I had extensive careers with the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company, and after leaving the Ritz-Carlton, we went on to explore and research and benchmark other world-class organizations that are known for driving high customer loyalty and profitability to see how they do it. What we found was that in organizations like Disney, Nordstrom's, at that time Toyota, the Ritz-Carlton, and a host of others, they had 6 things in common that helped them to drive world-class success. So we're going to go through those right now. Principle 1, world-class organizations that are able to create and sustain a culture of service excellence have a vision and mission that are clear, simple, and that every employee top down within the organization knows, owns, and energizes. When you think about a vision statement, it should articulate for employees what the organization wants to be in 10, 15, or 20 years. On the other hand, when you think about a mission statement, that should clarify for your employees who we are as an organization, what is our purpose, what legacy do we want to leave, or even how we plan to achieve the vision and mission. Now, both vision and mission statements should not be long, drawn out, several paragraphs, but again, they should be succinct, simple, easy to read, and something that everyone top down within the organization can identify with in their job. Principle 2, business objectives. What we found was that in world-class organizations that are able to drive excellence, again, to create and sustain a culture of excellence, they have sound business objectives. And they don't have 14, 15, 20 business objectives that gets everyone confused. They have maybe 3 or 4 primary key objectives. And what that does for their employees is it articulates what are our goals, our objectives in achieving the vision and mission. So business objectives are very important, and also in those world-class organizations, employees understand exactly how their role and job performance contribute to the success of the business objectives. Now, principle 3, look at how quickly we've gotten there. It's service standards. Now, this may seem a little different to you, but we found that in world-class organizations that are able, again, to create and sustain a culture of what? Service, performance, and operational excellence. They have service standards that articulate for employees the actions and behaviors that they must demonstrate to bring the business objectives, the vision, and mission to life every day. And if you looked in our book, The 6 Principles of Service Excellence, it goes into great comprehensive detail concerning these first 3 principles. So I urge you or challenge you really to do that. Now let's move on to principle 4, intervention and learning strategy. All right. Now, typically when we're working with an organization, we'll help them to either develop or refine their vision and mission. We will help them to refine their business objectives. We'll even help them create service standards that will help employees demonstrate or live energized actions and behaviors that are needed to drive success. Interventions and learning strategy, almost forgot it, are those things: new employee orientation, problem resolution, grooming standards, telephone etiquette, those processes that directly impact the customer. And what we do is help organizations determine where there are gaps and then put good, sound interventions like those I just explained in place to help close some of those gaps. The learning strategy, of course, is the action plan or the strategic plan that maps out when, where, and who, and how will bring those interventions to life and implement them throughout the organization consistently. All right, now we move on to principle 5, and that is organizational alignment. With organizational alignment, that looks at what's the communication strategy. What strategy do we have in place in the way of newsletters, intranet, social media, whatever we have that we're using to keep the vision, mission, service standards alive, re-energized, refocused, reinforced, re-emphasized, so that employees continue to remember them and it becomes a way of life for them. Remember, you have to repeat something at least 21 times in order for it to become second nature for an employee. So the organizational alignment is the strategy that helps us to put mechanisms in place so that things that are important within the organization, like the values, vision, mission, standards of excellence, are repeated, are repetitious every single day. And then the next one is Principle 6. Wow, we're there already. And Principle 6 is measurement and leadership accountability. And in that, what we're just looking at, what key indicators are we measuring to help to determine and track how successful we are at driving excellence. Key indicators and measurements could be in the way of a dashboard. Some companies use that. Some companies use what they call a scorecard. And on that scorecard or dashboard, what are some of the things that you're measuring? Maybe you're looking at productivity. Maybe you're looking at defect elimination. Maybe you're looking at turnover, employee labor turnover reduction. You may be looking at customer loyalty, employee engagement. Those things can be tracked on a dashboard so that everyone can celebrate and see how well we're doing at driving the philosophy of the company. And then leadership accountability. And quickly, what is the use in going through all of this laborious work? Creating a vision, creating a mission, having business objectives, having service standards, making sure that they're articulated and everyone understands them, having processes in place to make them repetitious and consistent. What is the purpose in doing all of that if we will not hold people accountable? So leadership accountability is addressing what mechanisms we have in place to hold leaders accountable for driving excellence. So there you have it. In a nutshell, that's our 6 principles of service excellence. Now again, I definitely urge you to read our book and to go online and look at some of our workshops that we have. Many of them are free, because I am sure that the reason that you're looking at this is because you want to look at how to create excellence within your organization and how to sustain it. Thanks and have a great day.